You did? Yeah, hold comments, guys. Okay, so Philo and Jihan, I think it is, they can be muted because they clearly are not listening, so I do not want to give you guys my energy and give you a read. So you can be muted for the night because we've asked 3 times. It's about showing respect both ways. Hey Angie, did you have specific questions around fertility, or do you want me to just see what comes in, see where it's going? I'm trying to be careful with that question because I don't want you to tell me what you're expecting. Do you want me to see if there's any future pregnancies for you? I said hi, Angie. I think I said hi, Angie. Thank you, lovelies. They can try again another night. No, this is not. No. This is not for you, Angie. I said hi to you, and I've got a paid reading for Emily. Positive test yesterday. Just wondering what the outcome will be on gender, health, and pregnancy. Okay, let's have a look. You're right, Angie. You sort of came on where I was just starting a read for Emily. Alright, so I had a positive test yesterday, just wondering what the outcome will be. Gender, health, and pregnancy. All good, Angie. Alright, Emily. So I'm getting a boy for you. I'm getting a big yes on carrying bubs to term. Just trying to look in deeper if there's anything that you should be mindful of during your pregnancy. What's really weird, it's just weird because the way information comes through sometimes, but you are, I don't know if you love eating carrots, but you're being told to, it's almost like you are going to, I feel like there's some sort of reaction that comes from eating it, and not a bad reaction, it's more like it's making you feel yuck whenever you have meals with carrots in them. Because I was asking Spirit, I'm like, really? I need to say this? And they're like, yep, go ahead. So I'm bringing that forward for you to just keep that in the back of your mind. It's almost like I want to say like morning sickness, nausea, things like that. Yeah, I'm just getting a yes around that. So those, the way that you feel with that, if you're finding that you're having more, you know, more experiences where you're feeling nauseous and things like that, oh, you hate them, good, well, stay away from them. Something coming up, and it's really weird, so I don't know if you will crave more of them, but they will actually make you feel like, no thanks. So that could be because, yeah, so maybe like, okay, they said something about beta-carotene supplements or something along those lines, because that particular supplement is not, I don't know, it's coming through really weird. That will not make you feel sick, nauseous. And so that might be your physiological response to you having to eat carrots because you're craving them or something along those lines. So that actually makes sense to me when you're saying you hate them. That could explain the sickness that you feel around it, having no control over having to want to eat them. That's too funny. Just seeing what else is there that stands out. I'm being told that you will have to watch your stress levels. There's a correlation between your stress levels being high and it affecting how your heart operates. So things like palpitations and things coming in. There is pain coming through, but I don't want to scare you. It's no pain like heart attack or anything like that coming through. It's just making sure that you understand the message of keeping your stress levels under control as best you can. I'm getting no to gestational diabetes. Feels like it's going to be a pretty straightforward pregnancy for you, which is great. Just be very mindful of your stress levels is what they're saying. And the carrot thing may make sense when you move along, because that one even seems weird to me. But they're still showing me beta carotene, so probably all your multi-Vs and stuff like that, make sure you're taking them as you need to. Interesting. Alrighty. What does Emily need to hear most right now? Okay. You have... Yeah, that's what I said before, Annette. It feels like there's something there that... and Emily said she doesn't like carrots, but it feels like if there's a craving there, it might make her feel yuck, and that's probably because of her reaction to how she feels about carrots, so that's probably how that was coming through. Yeah, and it's the beta carotene in it, so she can bypass that that sickness, that feeling of sickness, and you know, not wanting to eat it, because if you physically can't stand it, then you can't stand it. There's other ways of getting that particular vitamin and showing that beta carotene. I think that's what it's called, because that's what Spirit showed me. So they are so interesting. So you have the protection card around this. So have you had miscarriages or concerns with pregnancies before? Because the first card that comes out is a protection card, and they just want you to know that you are safe and protected and loved. Okay, there's protection around this whole situation for you. Yeah. You crave double cheeseburgers. Had one a day. I never eat them again. I don't blame you. Yeah. So with this new beginnings, there's protection there. Okay. Alright. So what they're showing me You have the happiness card here. Okay, you hated fish and chips, burgers when I was pregnant. That's all I ate. Oh yeah, so you're off them now. Isn't that so weird? Not weird, but yeah, it makes sense. The happiness card. So what they showed me is, and I need to share this with you. Before I had my first, I had a miscarriage. But that miscarriage, even though it was early stages, I think I was only about 7 weeks into the pregnancy and I had a miscarriage. But that stayed with me. It took about 3 years to conceive my eldest. But that energy of that miscarriage stayed with me all of that time for like the first 12 months. You know, I gave birth to her, everything was fine, the pregnancy was fine, everything was perfect, it was textbook. But up until she was just over 12 months old, I always had the sensation that she would be taken away from me, okay? So she was never, she's still here, she's fine, she's perfect, but during that time I lost that bonding time with her as well, because I was always worried about the loss. So when the happiness card shows for you, it's a reminder for you to enjoy the moments, to really live in that presence, because they showed me, Spirit showed me, they're saying like, you know, where you could have had that experience and you didn't. That's what they want to bring through for you, to make sure that you understand that. Okay? So make sure that you are experiencing everything. Make sure that you're not disconnecting because you have that fear there of either loss or something going wrong or something along those lines. Just try to enjoy it the best you can. Yeah. So by sharing my story, hopefully it brings some sort of clarity to you. So odd how our bodies are when we're pregnant. Yay! See, I never had the cravings and stuff like that. I don't know when. I just ate everything in my way. Like, I could eat a full meal, and then an hour later I could eat another full meal. It was disgusting. You're welcome, Emily. So a lot of self-love is needed. You have the animals card, which is about unconditional self-love. So make sure you are loving up every moment of yourself and your experiences and your growth. All of those beautiful things, okay? So unconditional love. Alright. The talent card is about finding your creative energy. Okay, that helps to keep you grounded and present, and it also helps to raise your vibrations. So remember to do things for you as well. Okay, the finding card is there. Just listening to that rain coming in. It's lovely. The finding card is about, whenever this card shows, it's whatever you're looking for, it's a reminder not to give up. Okay, that you're going to find whatever that is. So don't give up. So that could be a loss of self and trying to find self and reconnect with self again. If that's the case, don't give up. Okay. The forgiveness card is there. This one is to do with healing. Who or what do you need to forgive? In regards to pregnancy, who or what do you need to forgive? Is there, you know, if you did suffer miscarriages or things like that beforehand, do you need to forgive your womb or your body or yourself for not being able to, you know, carry to term and things like that? You know, where do you need to be easy on yourself, and where do you need to tell yourself that it's okay that that happened and for whatever reason it happened? Okay, so where do you need that forgiveness so that you can relax and come into this new pregnancy with ease? They say you've manifested this, okay? So there's peace of mind surrounding it, or you have to give it peace of mind. Okay, so again, they want your messages short and sweet tonight. Just know that that you're protected around this, okay? And there is peace of mind. So don't give it the energy of worry. Don't give it the energy of stress. I know it's hard, especially if you have suffered loss. I know the difficulties there. But you've manifested this. It's coming in for you. So forgive yourself where you need to, and just enjoy it, honey. I see a little boy coming in. Did you have any questions, Emily? No worries, Latoya. I'll have a look in a minute, hun. They keep going back to show me your heart too, okay? So make sure it's really important for you to keep your stress levels down. I do see that there's going to be some sort of bed rest for you, but you need to be mindful of trying to keep your stress levels low. And it doesn't feel like this stress is associated with preeclampsia or anything like that. It feels completely separate. It just feels like your heart is a little bit sensitive to what's going on and stuff, so just be mindful of it. Will my sons be okay? I already have a 16-month-old and a 6-month-old. Do you mean, will they be okay with the new edition coming in? Is that what you mean by okay, or okay in what sense? Keep them involved. Make it exciting. Show the love. The minute you show the fear and hesitation there that, you know, that you're worried about that, they're going to pick up on that energy. But if you are open and loving and kind and generous and you show that and get them involved with everything, don't try to separate it. I've had 5, and that's what I did with all of mine. They were always... I had them laying on my tummy, kissing my tummy, just being everything. And they're pretty close in age anyway, but they do their best to look out for each other. So I always found that just include them. They like to be included. I think the minute that we, I don't know, maybe someone else can answer that as well, but I feel like the minute we separate it and make it an issue in our own minds, then it becomes an issue. Make it exciting. You're going to be a big brother. You're going to be a big brother. What's, you know, when Bubs is old enough, what's the first things you would like to do with Bub? Hey, Jem, good to see you. I think that's where we always run into trouble, though, trying to separate things where there doesn't really need to be separation. And then just, you know, I think lead by example. If they do come across troubles, like if there's some hesitation there or there doesn't want to be any involvement and things like that, just validate their feelings. Like it's okay for them to feel that way and make sure that they're heard. Like it's okay, I understand. You know, why do you feel the way you do? Allow that space for them to be able to express themselves as well. Do I have any more kids? Does Emily have any more kids? So they showed me the number 4, so 4 kids. Baby number 4 is a girl. So I don't know if that's what you've been trying to kick goals towards. They just showed me a little girl as number 4. I feel that there's going to be a close turnaround for her too. Because they're showing me 2 years, which is pretty close turnaround. You've always wanted 4, yeah. Baby number 4 is a girl because I'm seeing all of the pinks. And if you're worried about her and her being able to hold her own amongst a household of boys, don't worry, because she's going to rule the roost. That's what I'm being told. I love it. She will come out running and she will know how to hold her own. That's beautiful. Good, yep. Yep, you don't need to worry about that one. It feels like late next year, mid to late next year. they're bringing me as forward as April, May too. It does feel like a really close turnaround. Did you have any postnatal stuff with any of your children? Even a little bit, like when you look back in hindsight, was there a little bit there? Because I feel like you will have to have something, let me reword that. I feel like there'll be a little bit there that you need to work through with this one. I'm just only being shown that one now. You will get through it. It's nothing, I don't feel like you will be medicated for it or anything along those lines. Yeah. Just to be mindful. I think the heads up will make you more aware as well, and your own experience will make you aware of that, and you know where to reach out for help where you need to. Hey, welcome in. That's all I have for you, Emily. I've actually got a paid reading, just finishing up one with Emily, and I've got another one at the moment.